All right, well, about time for an update here. There's this little stub on the north side of the house. It's not nearly as much wall as on the other side, obviously, but needed doing at some point. And we're kind of dead in the water on the other side, which I will explain in a moment. So I decided to go ahead and get this done. Ended up having to dig out a ridiculously large amount of dirt to make room for that. And obviously, I still have to go back and put the caps on, but yeah, it's a start. Otherwise, well, actually, it's more than a start. That's pretty much done. I ran out of gravel. I still need to backfill it, and we use up a little bit of this dirt in that process. But there's that. That was about 4 hours, 5 hours worth on a Saturday. Kind of brutal. Part of the problem was all the materials all the way on the other side of the yard over here, and so everything on that little wall I had to lug over there by hand. All right, well, we got serious trouble. You will notice here, look at that, temporary power cable. I'm not sure if it's coincidence. I'm almost positive it's coincidence that less than a week ago, all of a sudden, half of our power went out. We lost one of the legs of the 220 volt circuit. So basically any circuit inside the house that was on that leg went dead. It also means the air conditioner was out, and as hot as it's been, that's definitely a problem. So anyway, the power company came out and did this, which is just a temporary fix. The real fix, obviously, is going to have to be involved being buried, but that's a whole nother kettle of fish. I think the power company's looking to blame me. They came out and relocated it.
And young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking.
Okay, well, that's what happens when you record videos with your phone. You get phone calls. Anyway, as I was saying, I think the power company is looking to come after me for whatever this is all going to cost. They came out and relocated it. They even marked whatever that says, 11 and a half, 1.5, I don't know, is that 11 and a half inches? Point being, we knew, well, we got this thing located before we started, and we knew that right here was going to be our tight spot, and it was. And so we actually hand dug that and made sure we were good to go working around it. Which, anyway, bottom line is the guy from the power company was just out here, and we were talking this over, like what to do. And what makes it particularly bad is he says since 2015, they don't just bury cable anymore. They require that it be in a conduit all the way from the meter way back to the box. Get back there. So if we end up running a new cable, that's going to have to get conduited the whole way, and they think that's on me. The other option, he said, is if they can find the actual fault, then they can splice the existing cable. So he's going to send guys out tomorrow for apparently a third locate on this job, and their job is to actually isolate where the fault is. And depending on where it is, we'll either, if it's a place we can get to, then we're in good shape, and they at their expense will dig down and splice it. If it's an area, I suppose the worst case scenario is it's underneath this part of the wall where it's really not accessible, in which case I think what's happening next is I'm renting a ditch witch and I'm burying conduit all the way. So one way or another, it's kind of it's a problem. We're gonna have to get it figured out. In the meantime, actual progress until it got interrupted with this power thing, has been continuing. We got this section here backfilled and tamped and ready to go. And then the last section that's coming straight off that corner of the house and then curving around over here, that's what's on hold because the meter is on the other side of that piece of wall. So one way or another, we're going to have to get the power thing sorted before that gets started. But we did. Nick got over here with the Bobcat and got this all at least more or less prepped for when we do get started working. It's all kind of where we want it to be in terms of the grade. Found my old fence post or call it a gate post. We used to have a fence, a cedar fence, and the original gate kept getting loose. So I got frustrated and I rebuilt the whole section across there. And I dug that thing down it's well over 4 feet, I think, if I remember right. And there's about 12 bags of cement mix in there. So I'm going to have to cut that out. That's not coming out. Anyway, that's about where we're at. We got 2 empty pallets over there, 6 empty pallets down there, another 2 that are all but empty. So, call it 9 plus pallets worth of material has already been consumed on this. We've still got the full pallets that are down below. Those are the caps. I've got 3 pallets of the 2 smaller stone sizes unbroken over there. And way over here on the driveway, there's 2 pallets of the 18s. Those are the big blocks. I think I've got more material than I need, but we'll find out. Anyway, that is the update. Well, I've been lazy in getting the videos I take actually pushed up to YouTube, so I'll just stack another one on here. Got this side, I guess, finished. Got the caps on and they're all glued down and got the backfill done. The process of filling it did a lot of damage to this dirt pile. So I'm pretty happy. We actually got, one element of the project. I guess we can declare it done. Except for, we'll have to get some grass seed on the dirt and get the sprinkler guy when they get back out here to set that sprinkler head and all of that. But hey, look at that. We actually got something finished. That's nice. And it came out nice. I'm real happy with the way this thing came out looking, and ought to work. So, hooray. Had a couple of do-overs figuring out how to cut these cat blocks. That was a little bit of fun, but I kind of got that sorted now. So I'm recording this at Sunday morning, whatever it is, the 20th or something like that. So I'm still waiting for the OPPD guy. He and I were supposed to hook up last week with some answers. Didn't hook up. I don't know what's going on with that. So I did go ahead and get the caps at least staged on this section here. A little bit of, might call it cap carpentry, trying to kind of carve it around those irregular edges there. And then I got some 45s I had to cut for the corner, and then I had one little stub piece I had to cut to make it all work. This is what I ended up with for my cap cutting solution. My old much abused angle grinder with a 7-inch diamond wheel on it, and it seems to be working pretty well. It really goes right through these things. So I've got I want to put some lighting under the top row, and I haven't actually got that selected yet. So for now, those things are all just sitting there yet to be glued down, but I think it's coming together all right. We'll see. So anyway, that's that. We'll update soon.